family or friends coming over, what's something that I can cook that people will love, that I don't have to put a huge amount of effort into? That's this dish. It's a potato salmon bake. It's simple, which is good. It's healthy, it's tasty. It's all the things that you want for throwing something together quickly on a Thursday night or something like that. The first thing I want to make is kind of my sauce and cook my potatoes at the same time. So the good thing that's happening here is we're getting two things done in one process. So I want my milk, 350 mils of milk, about a cup and a half. And then my potatoes, I just want to chop these into sort of bite-sized pieces. Now, I may leave them like that later, or I may sort of crush them up a little bit so they're almost like a smashed potato or a broken potato. But if you just cut them this way to start with, you're going to cook them quicker and it will give you more options at the end. I probably need 4 potatoes, I reckon. This is enough to feed 2 people or 4 people if you're just having a snack. If you're really hungry, you're probably gonna, 2 people would be enough. But like I said, if you just want a snack, if it's Thursday night, you're after something quick, you're not that hungry, you've had a big day, you've had a big lunch, something like that, this is a good one. All right, so my potatoes go into my milk. So, 1 more. And then I'm going to cut some leek up. And same thing, so I want the white part of the leek. I'm going to pop that in with my milk as well. Just chop your leek in half. In half again. Half again. So you've got like 4 little battens. You could just keep this in rounds if you want, but I think the big chunky rounds of leek in there can be a little sort of overpowering. So if you make them nice and small, it kind of becomes a little bit finer in the sauce. It's much more palatable. Big pinch of salt. Clove of garlic. Then I just want to give that a bit of a stir. Got my gas on now. I'm going to let that tick away just on a light simmer for about 15 minutes until my potatoes are nice and soft. I'm going to strain my potatoes and my leek off, set that aside. I want to pop that into the tray that I'm going to roast in. You can, if you want to, sort of crush these potatoes up a little bit. So it's just with the back of a fork. It's just going to make the sauce a little thicker, so it sticks. So you're not really, we won't be poaching the salmon in this sauce. We'll be sort of roasting it instead of poaching it, which is what we want. Okay, they're all crushed up. This is sort of what's left over of my sauce. Pop that back on the heat. I might even reduce this by probably another third at this point. We reduced it quite a bit while we were cooking off those potatoes. And this is when we're going to add in some extra flavouring. So clove of garlic, thinly sliced, pop that in. We are slicing it thinly. The one we threw in there before, because it was going to cook for 15 or 20 minutes, was fine. Slice it thinly this time because it's only going to be back on the heat for about 5 minutes. Some lemon zest. I might put some lemon juice on just to finish the dish off. But at this point, I don't want that acidity. And then some dill. So we want sort of little green flecks of dill all through our white sauce. If you really love dill, you could probably go half of that amount again. Our oven is ready. So heat back on that, give it a little stir, reduce that down by about a third again. And then, time to finish this off. I can turn my gas off. My sauce. Pour all over our potatoes. Those potatoes will soak all that up, so we don't have a big pool of sort of the milky sauce at the bottom that this fish is going to end up poaching in. Now the fish is only going to take about 12 minutes in the oven. So fish on top. Actually, I'm just going to take the skin off that, like this. Just run your knife right up against the skin. Fish on top of my potato. Little drizzle of oil on top of the fish. A little bit of salt. And I think I'll leave the squeeze of lemon until we come out of the oven. Okay, we can go straight into the oven. Now, as that roasts, some of those juices from the salmon are going to sort of leach out of the salmon and into that potato mix at the bottom, which is going to give you another awesome layer of flavour. So like I said, 12 minutes in an oven at 180. When it comes out, a squeeze of lemon over the top. You can put some more dill on if you wanted to, or any of the other herbs that you like, and it's ready to serve.